The second GTA 6 trailer absolutely blew up the internet. 3 minutes packed with cinematic shots, glimpses of gameplay, and 70 official screenshots uploaded to Rockstar's site. It's safe to say the hype is real. While fans are busy analyzing the map and all the little details, I went down a different rabbit hole: the voice actors. Specifically, the people behind the characters of GTA 6. And today, I've got some really cool stuff to share with you. With all the new information that's come out recently, we've been able to track down the actors who not only voiced the characters but also lent their appearance to them. So, let's talk about what we know so far. Let's start with one of the most mysterious characters, Jason. For over a year, there was nothing. No leaks, no hints, no clues. The guy behind Jason was basically a ghost. The GTA community became obsessed with solving this mystery. Everyone wanted to know who brought Jason to life in GTA 6. People came up with wild theories. At one point, the number of suspected actors was over 30. Even Troy Baker, the guy who voiced Joel in The Last of Us, was being thrown into the mix. There was even this rumor that his voice sounded exactly like the one in the first GTA 6 trailer. Troy responded to the theory once, saying something like, "I don't know who the guy is, but whoever it is, hats off to him. That's going to be one amazing performance." He even said he knew a few people working with Rockstar, like Roger Clark and others, and he respected how much they poured into their roles. "That's not a job," he said, "that's a grind." It was clear he wasn't the one behind Jason, but people still connected him to it, and he took it as a compliment. Some gamers even joked that they didn't want to see Troy in yet another game because he's already in everything. Funny how being too good at your job can actually make it harder to get new roles sometimes. So, after more than a year of speculation, theories, and detective work, the community finally has a solid lead. Meet Dylan Rourke. Thanks to the 2022 gameplay leaks, fans were able to dig into the game files and extract some detailed character data, like the exact height of the characters. Jason's listed at 6 feet 1, and guess what, so is Dylan. Now sure, his face isn't an exact match, but that's typical for Rockstar. They don't do one-to-one face scans. Instead, they take inspiration from real actors and then tweak the design to fit their creative style. That way, they can capture the actor's facial expressions and emotions accurately, but still give the character a unique, stylized look. But here's where things get really interesting. Back in 2019, the talent agency Dylan worked with publicly congratulated him for landing a major lead role in a video game. But ever since then, no game credits, no mentions, nothing. His resume shows that he has professional experience with motion capture for 3D characters, which is exactly what Rockstar relies on heavily. But weirdly, there's no record of him being in any CGI projects or games. Just a big mysterious gap in his acting career. So let's think. What big-budget game started development around 2018-2019, hasn't released yet, and needs full-body motion capture? Yeah, kinda obvious at this point. Still think it's all coincidence? Here's more. Dylan was following Manny Perez, the actress believed to be playing Lucia, on Instagram. They even followed each other back. But right when fans started digging into their profiles and linking them to GTA 6, they both unfollowed each other. Same thing happened with another actor fans suspect is involved, the guy who played Luis Lopez in GTA 4. What's wild is that these three actors have never worked together before, not even on a short film or a voiceover gig. They're from different agencies, live in different cities, and their careers have no overlap at all. There's no reason they'd even know each other, unless they were secretly working on the same project. And here's another detail that matters: Dylan lives in New York City. That's the same place where Rockstar's main motion capture studio is located, the only one they operate in the US. So here you have three actors with no connection, who suddenly connect just as Rockstar's hype machine kicks into gear. Then, just as fans begin piecing things together, they quietly wipe their traces online. Now, I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like coincidence to me. So, here's something wild. Dylan's entire voiceover portfolio just disappeared from the internet. Yeah, all his audio samples, gone. He made every file private, probably hoping no one could download and analyze his voice anymore. But you know what? It was already too late. That's when a guy known as CS Software stepped in. He had already downloaded Dylan's voice recordings before they vanished, and decided to run a forensic comparison between Dylan's voice and Jason's voice from both the leaked GTA 6 gameplay footage and the official trailer. And the results, a perfect match. The two voices lined up flawlessly, tone, cadence, inflection, everything. So, yeah, this basically confirms it. Dylan is Jason. He's the official voice actor hired by Rockstar Games to play one of the lead roles in GTA 6. And honestly, if you listen to both voices side by side, it's not just similar, it's the same damn voice. Dylan is a perfect fit for the character. But here's something interesting about Rockstar Games. They rarely cast famous voice actors. Instead, they prefer hiring lesser-known but incredibly talented people because it saves money and lets them get the absolute best out of raw, passionate performers. And in many cases, it gives those actors a real shot at a breakout role. Working with Rockstar isn't just another job. For many actors, it's a career-changing opportunity. They don't just bring you in, use you once, and forget you. If you've ever worked on one of their games, they remember. And when the time is right, they bring you back. Here's a fun fact: the actor who played Dutch van der Linde. His first role with Rockstar wasn't even Dutch. Way back in GTA San Andreas, he voiced a random NPC, just a background character, totally forgettable at the time. Same story with Michael's voice actor, and Trevor's too. They both had earlier, smaller roles in Rockstar's games. Even Sean Fonteno, the voice behind Franklin in GTA 5, originally appeared in San Andreas as just some Grove Street gangster with a few throwaway lines. If Rockstar has worked with you once, they don't forget. They're loyal to the people they believe in, and that's part of why their casting is always so spot on. Now, of course, people always ask, come on, just tell us. What do you know about GTA 6? Who's gonna be in it? Are the old characters coming back? And I'll be honest, I ask myself that question every single day. Sometimes, we get close to answers ... and then someone throws a curveball. There was even a phone call recently, the kind where everyone's like, okay, can we finally talk about this? You know, after the trailer dropped, it felt like we were finally about to get the truth. Then someone goes, okay, let me just say it officially, Franklin Clinton will not be in GTA 6. Everyone froze. Like, what? But then, a second later, he laughs and goes, nah, I'm not actually saying that. I didn't officially say anything. And that's the kind of teasing we've been getting. Actors trolling the fans, keeping the mystery alive. They joke around, hint at things, and leave us guessing all over again. At one point, one of them even said, if you really want to know who's coming back from GTA 5, first, you have to solve the mystery of Mount Chiliad. Classic Rockstar. You ask a simple question, and they give you a riddle wrapped in a joke. Anyway, one thing I can say for sure is this: when it comes to Lucia, I have zero doubt she's played by Manny Perez. I've been saying that for over a year. She looks like Lucia. She sounds like Lucia. And she's slipped up multiple times in ways that make it obvious she's involved. So, someone dug through old interviews, tracked down her IMDb page, and boom, found something interesting. It actually mentioned GTA. Naturally, the reaction was, wait, seriously, is that real? And yeah, it said she voiced a character in GTA 5 Club Girl Number 2, which sounds like nothing, right? But even she wasn't totally sure. She was like, maybe, you'd have to ask my manager. I just remember recording something for a casino scene. They gave me a script, I read the lines, and that's it. I never even knew what game it was for. That's how it often works. Actors record lines without knowing where they'll end up. So yeah, maybe she voiced a background NPC. Maybe she didn't. Even she isn't sure. But here's the thing, if that wasn't enough to convince you she worked with Rockstar before, we've got more. We know Manny Perez, the actress everyone thinks voices Lucia in GTA 6, already worked with Rockstar in GTA Online. She played a background casino dealer around 2016 or 2017, back when the casino update came out. And here's where it gets wild. CS Software, the guy who analyzed Dylan's voice, ran a similar test here. He compared three voices: the casino dealer NPC from GTA Online, Lucia from GTA 6, and Manny Perez. And guess what? All three matched perfectly. It's the same voice, same actor. Forensic voice analysis confirmed it. So yeah, that's why I'm fully convinced Dylan is Jason. The evidence just makes too much sense. But here's the thing, Jason's voice actor has been impossibly careful. He's never slipped up. Not once. No leaks. No interviews. No little hints that could give him away. Every other major voice actor from GTA 6 has been figured out or has accidentally exposed something about their role. But Jason's actor, dude's like a ghost. The man is locked in. No social media hints. No podcast appearances. Nothing. He's playing by Rockstar's NDA rules perfectly. And let me tell you, Rockstar takes that stuff seriously. Their contracts don't just say don't talk, they mean absolutely no one can know you're involved, not even your family. Actors are sworn to total secrecy, and Rockstar always finds out if someone breaks the rules, even if it's just a tiny slip. Roger Clark, the voice of Arthur Morgan, has talked about this. So did Ned Luke, who voiced Michael in GTA 5. They both said the same thing. You don't mess with Rockstar's secrecy. I've always wondered, why are Rockstar so intense about keeping their casts a secret? Maybe it's because actors do love to talk. They drop hints. They post behind-the-scenes stuff. But Rockstar, they want full control. They hate leaks. And honestly, I kind of get it. Their projects take years, sometimes a decade, to complete. They want to reveal things on their terms. But here's the downside. When you work on something this big, for this long, you can't take on a lot of other projects. There are scheduling conflicts. And when that happens, you sometimes have to turn down offers, even good ones. If it's just a one-day thing, Rockstar's usually fine. They'll say, go for it, take the day off. But if it's a week or more, during a major production window, forget it. You're not going anywhere. And that creates a weird issue. You end up with a massive blank spot in your resume. It looks like you did absolutely nothing for years. And in some cases, that's not even an exaggeration. Like, I know people who basically left the industry, then quietly spent 3 to 5 years working on a Rockstar game. So now they've got this 7-year black hole in their work history. And when they show up at auditions, people ask, so what were you doing during that time? And they can't say a word. All they can do is smile awkwardly and say, well, I could tell you, but I have to kill you. You know what's crazy? Voice actors who work with Rockstar games are under such strict NDAs that they can't even lie to fans. They can't say, no, I'm not voicing this character, even if they are. They just have to pretend like they don't exist in the game at all. They can't confirm or deny anything. That's the rule. Because if they slip up even a little, it could turn into a huge mess, fans getting angry, accusations of lying, backlash, and it can seriously damage their careers. No one wants to end up with the whole internet mad at them just because they said a single word too soon about GTA 6. So what happens? These actors just keep quiet. They wait for Rockstar to give them the green light, and only then can they finally talk about what they've been working on for years. Until that moment, it's just silence. And you know what's even worse? These years of silence look like a huge gap in their resume, a career pause that lasts forever. Imagine telling a casting director, yeah, I wasn't doing much during those years, and if you can't talk about your work, how do you explain that time? That's the sacrifice, but for most actors, it's worth it because working with Rockstar is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Say no to them once, and the door is probably closed forever, and Rockstar knows how to keep the hype alive. The mystery around who's playing who, it's part of the game. Fans love to investigate, analyze voices, dig through credits. That's part of the fun. When I got recognized, I was seriously panicking. I thought, oh no, that's a time done for. Even my cousin's daughter got caught up in the drama. Long story, let's just say she was not happy. Anyway, now that we've talked about why actors can't say a word about their roles in Rockstar games, let's move on from the main characters and talk about some of the supporting cast. These characters may not be the leads, but they're just as interesting, and honestly, the actors playing them are awesome. Let's start with Kel Hampton, Jason's best friend. He's played by Matty Matheson. You might know him as a wild Canadian chef with biker vibes, a ton of energy, and a serious passion for food. He's got this larger-than-life personality, and honestly, his voice fits the role perfectly. Everything about him screams Cal. Then there's Brian Heather, Jason's boss. He's voiced by Stephen Root. Now, Root is one of those actors who completely transforms in every role. He can be funny, intimidating, pathetic, and charming all at once. He's so good that sometimes he outshines the main characters. He's a perfect match for the role, and yeah, he kind of gave it away by having it listed on his official page. But hey, it happens. Another one who gave himself away, Reggie Talley. He voices Deacon, one of the key characters in Jason and Lucia's storyline. He's not a super famous actor, but his name came up back in that big 2022 leak. And now Rockstar has confirmed that Deacon is a real character. Not just some placeholder name, he's actually part of the main story. Funny enough, Reggie's resume helped uncover the internal code name for GTA 6, Project Fireball. That name was given to all voice actors during development. And it kind of makes sense, it's a nod to the Miami basketball team logo, which looks like a fireball. Nice little detail. And of course, we've got Raul Batista. He's a Cuban character played by Oscar Yanada. You might remember him from Pirates of the Caribbean. He's got that voice, that style, he's perfect for the role. Not super mainstream, but that's what makes him ideal for Rockstar. After the second trailer dropped, he even posted a story on Instagram wearing a shirt with Raul's official GTA screenshot. Then it disappeared. But the internet never forgets. Someone grabbed a screenshot, and that's pretty much all the characters from GTA 6 whose voice actors we know for sure. There are others with rumors, but nothing confirmed, no solid proof. Hope you enjoyed diving into the voice cast of GTA 6 with me. If you did, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the characters? How do you feel about the actors playing them? Let me know. I read every comment and give hearts to my favorites. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out these two videos right here, you won't regret it. See you next time.